Well, before I talk about Aaron, I was going to see a little bit about your team in general. I
Sure.
was just wondering how things look as you get ready to start the season this
Yeah.
weekend, or next weekend rather.
Well, we still got a lot of work to do. I think this team, at least knowledge-wise, is a little bit further ahead. You know, they're recognizing things that we did last year at a faster pace, but you know, it's still preseason. Some people are out for a practice or two. Trying to keep people healthy is always the biggest thing, and trying to get them to the level we need to play at is really important. So I think we're coming along so far, but we're not ready to do much yet.
Now, what areas of, like, obviously I haven't looked yet who's gone from last year. What areas were kind of things
Yeah,
you
I mean,
wanted to work on?
Bednarski, and Craig Davis didn't play last year because he tore his ACL against Cornell. So really, the senior that we lost was Andy Bednarski. He's obviously an outstanding player for us, outstanding leader. So that's going to be a big loss, you know, both in leadership and in his play. But I think, you know, the captains, Dan Hunt and Mark Provost, are both capable to step up and provide good leadership. So far, they're doing a good job with that. The guys are listening to what they say and buying into what we're trying to do. So I think that's really important. You know, we have all our defenders back. I thought we were pretty solid there last year. Obviously, Aaron's back. You know, most of the midfielders are all back. Most of the forwards are all back. You know, it's just, I guess the biggest thing is, you know, last year was last year, and this year, you know, I've seen teams return everyone but two starters and not make it to postseason play. So, you know, we have a lot of the pieces back here, but we got to put it together, and we got to see how we can integrate some of the new players in.
Now, having gone to the NCAAs over the last 2 years and having a lot of veterans, how much can that benefit them this year?
Yeah, that's
that
definitely.
experience?
I mean, and I think that's what makes some of the transition a little bit easier, if there is such a thing. Just to have that experience, to be in big games, and I think it also, the guys understand that every game we play is important, but it's really about how we perform. It's about us. So we're not trying to focus too much on other teams. I mean, obviously we respect all the teams we play against and prepare for them, but when it comes down to the game itself, it's really, what did we do to put ourselves in a good situation to be successful?
And I asked Aaron this too. How much did it help last year that these guys are back, that they got to meet, you know, the '99 team and see everything that happened with them? I mean,
yeah.
You know.
Well, anytime you can have your alumni there supporting you and being back for the, you know, they obviously were back for the induction last year, and then we also had a lot of the guys back for Bob Goodwin's dedication to the locker room. So they got to see a lot of the alums, and that's, you know, they understand it's. Yes, it's about what we're trying to do, but there's a lot of people out there that are supporting us.
And that's good too, as far as Aaron goes. You know, his first year as a starter, and he set some records. And I imagine if you're a goalie here, it's not easy to goal set records because you've had guys like Sutton and Murphy and that. You know, how much did he impress you with what he did a year ago?
Well, and I think he'll be one of the first guys to tell you, as well as all of our goalies have done, they've got a lot of help from the guys in front of them. You know, and part of that is him providing some leadership. So they get the guys in front of you to make the right decisions, be in the right defensive shape. But it's really, when those kind of things happen, it's really a team effort. And he certainly made some big saves when he had to. His distribution skills are very good. So he has the tools, but I think anytime you have that type of achievement, it's really a group of guys working hard together.
And how's he, I mean, because the goalie has an important job back there too. How does he do with, you know, the non-safe stuff? Does he have to do, like, keeping the defense in the right places and
That's
stuff
right.
like that?
Organizing the defense, starting the attack. You know, a lot of times they'll have goal kick. It's certain places we want to play. Can he hit it there? Can he hit it there accurately? He did pretty well with that last year.
I guess the other thing I was going to ask you about was, you know, the one thing you probably would want to do is try to be here as much as possible. How important is the regular season for you guys to not have maybe a sluggish start, or, you know, to be able to be up there in the top, you know, 8 or so all year long? So
I mean, it's difficult. You know, there's a lot of good teams out there. So, I mean, that's why we try to put the focus on us. You know, are we good enough to do what we're supposed to be doing? You know, that's what we talk about every day in practice. Are we getting better? Are you doing what we're asking you to do? And you're trying your best every time out. I mean, if you do that, you know, you can't really ask them to do much more. That's the key. And if you do that, hopefully we'll be, you know, where we're supposed to be, as you mentioned.